Hello again. We're on question 2 now, on page 199, and we're opening the shops DB, shop app folder. There it is. When you run the program, this is what it looks like. Obviously everything gets connected, like I said before. And what do we have here? Well, I went to database tools, relationships, and we opened the relationship diagram. Why? Because we like to know that one supplier can supply many products, and a product can only go from one supplier. Come from one supplier. So there's your one-to-many relationship with a foreign key, sub-ID, which is the same as sub-ID in TBL suppliers, but this sub-ID is in TBL products. Otherwise, everything else in the TBL products describes the products, and everything in TBL supplier describes the supplier. So that's the story. Now we're going to go here to our buttons that we have to do. 2.1 specials. Let's close this window. And here we go. 2.1 specials. So we have to display a list of product names which are on special, and it's the on special field is set to true. So we have to go to the TBL products table. They're giving us the TBL shop, and the data module is called dbm shop db. So we have to say with that thing, with dbm shop db do begin and end. TBL products, we're going to go through TBL products because I think that's the table that we're dealing with. I do not see, TBL products here. On special. TBL products dot first, same as before, while not TBL products dot neof do begin and end. And then you say TBL products dot next. Now we're going to go through each row and say if TBL products, the field name on special equals true, then what are we going to do? Well, let's see what we're going to do. I hope I'm recording. Okay, I am. We're going to display the names in the output area. In the output area, and the name is called the script. And the output area is called, oh crikey, Okay, the output area is called already out. We should clear the already out, you know, it will be better to do that. Already out dot clear, already out dot clear. Then we're going to display an already out dot clear. We're going through every single one. Already out dot lines dot add TBL products square brackets descript. That's what it's called. And there we have it. And don't forget about the semicolon, and we're done. While we're waiting, specials, there they are. Okay, next one, 2.2. Let's read. Count specials. Well, count and display. Well, here we are. We already, product name should be displayed. We already did it. Now they want to count the specials and display them. Guess what? I'm going to copy and paste, guys, because seriously, ain't nobody got time for that. Let's do Control C. I've got to write this time. And we're going to use a counter. VARI num. I'm just going to use num because I think that I might be summing up. We'll have to see. Num equals 0. Don't forget to set it to 0 beforehand. And if we find an on special, we must do begin and end then, because we're going to do something with our num. Let's have a look at our database table. We've got stock. I wonder if we're going to add up the stock. Display the number of products that are on. Nah, they don't want the stock. They just want how many different things are on. So I'll just increment a counter. We're not going to add up the stock quantity. Increment my number by 1. And we're going to display it after we've done everything else. Right over here, the bottom, already out, .lines.add, C, int to string num products are on special. And that's it. I don't even have to run the program. All we did was add an extra thing. Don't forget we had to put begin and end here. Otherwise, our logic of our program would be wrong. Would be a logical error. Right, 2.3, average stock. Average stock. So now we're going to get the average stock available for all products. So I'm going to go through every single row. So far, we're not doing anything that involves using a Boolean flag. I want an rav. Remember, it's always going to be a real data type. And to get an average, we need our total, and we need our count. Okay, so there we go. Our total, we always need a totaling variable and a counter to calculate an average. And we set them to 0. And of course, already out.clear, which I forgot to do. Maybe I didn't forget. But here we go. We're now going to, I'm copying and pasting because seriously, it's the same structure. We use our data module, go to the first row, and we are then we're not going to do anything, no if statements involved here, none of that. We're just incrementing a counter. We're not displaying inside the loop. We're just incrementing our count, and we summing up the stock. Our total equals our total plus TBL products, square brackets, and the field for stock is just called stock. So there it is. In inverted commas, the word stock. And there we go. So we've summed up our stock. We're going to the next row. In fact, we don't use begin and end. We don't use the end here. It's just 3 things that we are doing. Go to the first row while we're not at the end of the table. We're summing up a total, adding 1 to a counter, and going to the next, and that's it. And then over here, right at the end, after everything's happened, we calculate our average, total divided by our count, and then we go and display it in the rich edit. Float to string f, our average, fixed, comma 8, comma 1. They don't say what, something like that. I should have put equals average stock. I'll just put it like that. But that's fine. So we run the program. And we're going to click our button, average stock, 24.0. If we look at our values there, you can see that that would be a feasible average here. As you can see, there's some low numbers, there's some high numbers, some very low numbers. So 24.0 is a very feasible average. Take note that selling price doesn't have any numbers in it, but anyway, maybe we're going to be sorting that one out. Let's see. Now, total product value, 2.4. Total product value. Determine and display the total product value in Rand for the selected product. So, a total product value, the user is going to select a product. And in fact, we're not going to use not going to do it in the normal way. We are actually going to type in a product. We'll get the user to type in a product. Total average stock, total product value. Okay, so we're going to get a product name. The user is going to enter a product name. S product. We're going to use it we're going to enter it via an input box. Enter a product name, and what are we going to do? Calculate multiplying the supply price by the number in stock. So we're going to go and search through the product table for this product. So yes, I'm going to use the skeleton code, and of course I'm going to delete that because that's not part of it. And we say if, and over here we say if TBL product square brackets. Now what is the product name? How can we match the product name? Let's find the field for the product name, descript, and then we're going to use sub price times stock. So if descript equals S prod, it's coming from the input box, then we will multiply we're going to say R value. Let's make a variable, call it a real variable, and we're not summing up anything, we're just basically doing one calculation. R value equals TBL products square brackets stock times by, so we're going to put in our stock there, and we're going to use a star, and then we say TBL products. Yes, we can do this. Square brackets, we're accessing the sub price now. Sub price. Okay, so we're calculating the R value, and in fact we can go and display it at the same time. Already out dot lines dot add, and the thing is called total value. We're not actually summing up a total. Float to string F, R value, comma FF currency, comma 8, comma 2, and that's that. You're doing it in begin and end here. The problem, of course, is that we don't want to go through every single field. We're only going to find one product that will match the description. So guess what? Boolean flag. Be found. Oops, never. Be found Boolean. Set it to false before the loop. And then inside the loop, when we find a match, we set it to true. But we're going to have to add another clause here to our while loop, another condition. while not that, and while b found equals false, we will keep looking. And of course, if it's the first row, then the loop will stop. And we don't have to go through every single product. And we know there could be thousands of products in a shop. Right, and so we're only multiplying one stock times one supply when we found a match for the product. So that was a little bit more complicated, I suppose. Let's see if I can type in a product description. Smarties. Yeah. Smarties. Okay. And there it is. Total value 275. I should have put the word Smarties there as well. So total value of. And then join that to sprod, and then join that to an equal sign, and then join it to the thing, you know, make it look neat and tidy with a capital T to match. Right, next one. Oh, we've done that. Okay, so we'll do another video for the rest of the activity. See you when